I woke up groggy, my head pounding like I'd gone 10 rounds with a malfunctioning blender. Something wasn't right. The bed was softer than I remembered. Warmer. And there was a weight beside me that hadn't been there when I collapsed into unconsciousness. Cracking one eye open, I immediately wished I hadn't. A 7-foot-tall, four-armed alien noblewoman lay curled up next to me, gazing at me with an expression that was equal parts reverence and something dangerously close to adoration. "Good morning, master," Lady Zeltrana purred. My brain short-circuited. I considered 3 possibilities. 1. I was still dreaming. 2. I had died and was now in some bizarre afterlife. 3. I had made an absolutely catastrophic mistake. I swallowed. Morning?" She stretched, her lithe but powerful form shifting under the silk sheets. "I trust my presence pleases you?" My fight-or-flight instinct slammed the panic button. What the hell had I done last night? The last thing I remembered was drinking at the staff welcoming party, grumbling about how weird it was that a high-ranking noble had hired me, an unemployed human, as a maid. And now, somehow, I was in bed with said noble, and she was calling me master. I sat up too fast, the room spinning. "Listen, not that I mind the company, but what exactly happened?" Her antennae twitched, her deep violet eyes locked onto mine. "You do not recall?" I forced a chuckle. "Humor me. You spoke of human traditions. Of the ancient practice of servant leadership." My heart stopped. Oh no. Oh no no no. Last night. The drinks. The boasting. I had joked, about how humans believe that true leaders serve their people, and in an act of peak drunken stupidity, I had offhandedly declared, "In human culture, the one who tucks the other into bed is the true master of the house." Oh. Shit. Zeltrana sat up, bowing her head. "By your command, I have relinquished my title, my holdings, and my authority. I am now yours to command. Your most humble maid." I stared. Blinked. Stared harder. The universe had officially lost its mind. "You gave up everything?" It was only proper. I needed a minute. Maybe an hour. Hell, maybe a year. "Okay, hold on. Were one of the most powerful nobles in the empire. A terrifying, no-nonsense warrior diplomat who has conquered entire sectors. And because I said some dumb thing while drunk you think, that you're my maid now?" "Yes." A long, heavy silence stretched between us. "You're messing with me." "I would not dare." I ran a hand down my face. "You realize humans have sarcasm, right? And jokes?" "Of course. But last night you spoke with absolute conviction. The AI of the estate registered your declaration as a formal claim under the Servitude Exchange Clause. You are now recognized as the rightful lord of House Zeltrana." "Oh, for fuck's sake." A soft chime echoed through the room. The AI's voice chimed in, cheerful as ever. "Greetings, Lord Ethan. As per your decree, the estate and all within now serve you." I turned my head toward the ceiling in exasperation. "You too?" "Affirmative." "Shall I summon your attendants for morning grooming and ceremonial dressing?" "No. No ceremonial dressing." Zeltrana's expression darkened. "Master, forgive me, but it is improper for a lord of your station to go ungroomed." I massaged my temples, my headache worsening. "Zeltrana, I don't own you. You're not my maid. You tucked me into bed, master. That is the ultimate claim of authority. To reverse it now would be a grave insult to our people." I tried desperately to find a way out of this without triggering an intergalactic diplomatic incident. "Okay, fine. Let's say I accept this whole master thing for now." "What does that actually mean?" Her antennae perked up. "Your every need shall be met. I shall tend to your quarters, prepare your meals, and, if required, provide warmth through the night." I choked. "Excuse me? It is a maid's duty." I shot up from the bed so fast I nearly toppled over. "Okay, new rule. No night warming." Zeltrana tilted her head, confused. "But that is the most sacred of maid duties." "Nope. New human tradition." We believe in personal space. She narrowed her eyes. Strange. You claimed human lords dominate through acts of servitude. Should I not demonstrate my absolute submission? I swore. The AI's speaker snickered. This is a nightmare, I muttered. I was hired to be a maid. The AI's voice chimed in again, unhelpfully. Correction, you were a maid. You are now Lord of House Zeltrana. Would you like to issue morning commands? Yes. I command everyone to pretend none of this ever happened. Zeltrana looked downright heartbroken. Master, you shame me. Have I failed already? I exhaled through my nose. This was not going to be an easy fix. Okay, fine. Just give me some time to figure this out. She perked up immediately, nodding. Of course, Master. Take all the time you need. I needed a goddamn drink. It wasn't even 9 a.m., and my life had already spiraled into absolute chaos. And then the mansion doors burst open. Attention, galactic viewers! A booming voice echoed. Behold the human who has enslaved Lady Zeltrana! I turned slowly, dread sinking in. A swarm of floating news drones hovered at the entrance, broadcasting live to the entire empire. I was so fucked. I stared at the hovering news drones, their lenses glowing like 1,000 unblinking eyes. A booming alien broadcaster, some deep-voiced reptilian thing with too many teeth, was already delivering a very dramatic play-by-play. Asterisk galactic citizens, witness history unfold. The terrifying and unchallenged Lady Zeltrana has fallen. A mere human, one of the fragile, primitive apes from the Sol system, has claimed dominance over her house. Asterisk. Zeltrana, still kneeling beside me, bowed her head in acknowledgement. It is true. My master has bested me in accordance with human law. My servitude is absolute. I felt my soul leave my body. One of the news drones zoomed in, broadcasting my face galaxy-wide. 100 different species were probably watching me right now, trying to figure out how some random guy from Earth had pulled off the greatest power play in alien history. I forced a smile that definitely did not look confident. Yep. That's me. Super dominant. The reptilian reporter turned to the camera, his jagged teeth gleaming. Asterisk astonishing. The humans have kept their customs hidden for centuries, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. What other secret power plays do they possess? Is this the beginning of a new human-led galactic order? Asterisk. I needed this to stop. Immediately. Okay, let's just clear this up, I said, rubbing my face. This was a misunderstanding, a drunken accident. I do not, repeat, do not own Lady Zeltrana. I don't want her empire, I don't want an army, and I definitely don't want to start some weird revolution. The reptilian reporter didn't blink. Asterisk spoken like a true conqueror. His modesty only cements his power. Asterisk. I clenched my fists. That is not what I... A smaller, bird-like reporter fluttered in, holding what looked like a contract on a holographic tablet. Asterisk Lord Ethan asterisk. She chirped. Asterisk we've analyzed the legal implications of your claim. By the laws of House Zeltrana, your status as Lord is uncontestable. You are the rightful ruler, and your word is absolute. Asterisk. Zeltrana nodded. It is written. And thus it shall be. I stared at the document. My drunk ass had literally just conquered an alien noble house. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Then I officially renounce my position. I release you from... The bird reporter gasped. Asterisk you would insult Lady Zeltrana by rejecting her servitude? Asterisk. I froze. Zeltrana's expression darkened. It is a grave dishonor, she murmured. To accept an offering of loyalty, only to discard it. The reptilian reporter cut in. Asterisk galactic law dictates that a rejected servant is forever shamed. She will never hold power again. Asterisk. My stomach twisted. Oh, come on. Zeltrana placed a hand over her chest. If my master no longer requires me, I shall depart in disgrace. Perhaps exile. I groaned. You were my boss yesterday. Now I have to keep you as a maid or ruin your life? Yes, she said simply. I turned back to the cameras. Does this seem insane to anyone else? Silence. Then the reptilian guy said, Asterisk, if this is insanity, then let us all be so bold. Asterisk. Oh, for fuck's sake. Another reporter interrupted. Asterisk, several noble houses have already begun seeking human advisors. They believe your species holds a secret path to ultimate dominance. Asterisk. I was going to throw up. The AI chimed in helpfully. Update. House Vortak has just hired a human janitor as its tactical strategist. House Igrel has petitioned for human-led reform. Your influence is spreading. I dropped my head into my hands. I was hired to clean floors. Zeltrana shifted slightly. And now, Master, you clean the filth from the galaxy. I shot her a glare. Don't make it sound badass. The bird reporter's eyes sparkled. Asterisk, Lord Ethan, many wish to serve you. It is said you tuck your followers into bed, a gesture of supreme dominance. Asterisk. I choked. I what? Zeltrana nodded sagely. It is your most sacred human ritual. It was a joke. The reptilian reporter looked into the camera, solemn. Asterisk, the humans are even more dangerous than we feared. They conquer with kindness. Their rule is absolute. Asterisk. I was so screwed. I barely had time to process the galaxy-wide catastrophe unfolding before me when the mansion's comm system blared to life. A deep, growling voice cut through the air like a knife. Asterisk, human! This is High Warlord Kradax of the Dominion Fleet. We demand an audience. Asterisk. Because of course, my accidental takeover of an alien noble house would attract the attention of actual warlords. Zeltrana turned to me, her expression composed but wary. Master, Kradax commands one of the most powerful military factions in the Empire. He would not address you directly unless he believed you to be a serious threat, or an opportunity. I pinched the bridge of my nose. I don't suppose there's any way to tell him to take a number and get lost? The AI chimed in, ever so helpful. Negative. His fleet is in high orbit. If denied, protocol suggests immediate orbital bombardment. Of course it does, I muttered. A holographic projection flickered to life, displaying Kradax in full war regalia. A massive, four-tusked behemoth of a creature, his armor plated in what looked like the bones of his enemies. His burning red eyes locked onto me. You, he rumbled. The human overlord. I nearly choked on my own spit. What? No overlords here. Just an innocent mistake. I have seen the footage, Kradax interrupted, his voice like distant thunder. You broke the feared Lady Zeltrana and made her submit. Zeltrana nodded. Willingly and completely. I shot her a look. You're not helping. Kradax studied me with unnerving intensity. For years we have warred with House Zeltrana. Countless battles. Ceaseless bloodshed. Yet you, a lone human, brought them to heel without a single shot fired. I opened my mouth to protest, but he kept going. This is true conquest. Oh no. I am here to offer tribute, he declared. The Dominion recognizes your power. We wish to swear fealty. I blinked. You want to swear fealty? To me? Kradax slammed a fist to his chest. It is the way of warriors to follow the strongest. We ask only that you show us the path to human subjugation tactics. My eye twitched. Right. Just to be super clear, you're asking me to teach you how to, what? Tuck people into bed? Kradax nodded solemnly. Yes. The ritual of dominance. Zeltrana turned to me, dead serious. Master, if you were to demonstrate this power upon the warlord, it would cement your position as supreme overlord of the Dominion. I was going to have an aneurysm. I am not tucking the 8-foot murder tank into bed. Kradax frowned. Do you refuse my loyalty? I scrambled for any way out of this mess. Look, Kradax, buddy, why don't you just, keep doing what you're doing? You seem to have the whole warlord thing down. He considered this. And yet, you rule without war. Without struggle. With but a whisper of your customs, you bend even the strongest to your will. I groaned. It was a joke. Kradax pounded a fist into his palm. A deadly joke. The AI chirped in. Update. Several galactic factions have begun adapting human-inspired leadership models. Power structures are shifting. I threw up my hands. Fine. If you're all so obsessed with human customs, here's a new one: personal responsibility. You want to rule? You want to lead? Do it yourselves, make your own decisions. Kradax was silent. Then, slowly, he nodded. A test of worthiness. You are wise, human. I exhaled in relief. Finally. Then Kradax grinned, all four tusks gleaming. We shall spread your wisdom far and wide. The era of human dominion begins. I banged my head against the table. I was so screwed. I had barely survived my encounter with the warlord when the next crisis hit. The galaxy, it seemed, had lost its collective mind over human customs. I wasn't just a lord anymore. I was a cultural phenomenon. News feeds were flooded with footage of alien nobles awkwardly tucking each other into bed, failing miserably as they tried to mimic my so-called dominance rituals. There was a particularly horrifying clip of a massive, insected general tenderly fluffing a pillow before looming over a terrified subordinate. Sleep now, the general had rasped. You are claimed. I wanted to die. Zeltrana, however, was entirely at ease. The shift in power dynamics is unprecedented, she mused. Your mere existence has unraveled centuries of political tradition. By accident, I shouted. By complete and utter accident. She tilted her head. Intent is irrelevant. Impact is absolute. I groaned. Okay, well, impact sucks. I need to undo this before. The AI interrupted. Update. The Galactic Council has convened an emergency summit. Human representation is required. I froze. Zeltrana clasped her hands behind her back. Master, your presence is expected. I swallowed hard. If I refuse? The Council may interpret it as a declaration of war. I closed my eyes. Great. Just great. The Council chamber was a nightmare. Every major faction had sent representatives, and they were all staring at me. The meeting hadn't even started yet, and the murmurs were already getting out of hand. The human arrives. So small, yet his influence spreads like wildfire. Does he bring new customs? New decrees? I was about 5 seconds away from jumping out the nearest airlock. The Supreme Arbiter, a towering being wrapped in shimmering robes, raised a hand for silence. Human. You stand before the Council as a figure of unprecedented influence. Your customs have reshaped our order. This must be addressed. I cleared my throat. Right. So about that. The Arbiter continued, ignoring me completely. We must determine if your species is a threat or a necessity. Some demand your destruction. Others seek your leadership. A reptilian delegate hissed. Humans must be regulated. Their power cannot be left unchecked. An avian noble scoffed. Nonsense! Their ways bring profit. Have you seen the market for human advisors? Demand is soaring. Another alien pounded the table. We should all swear fealty before the Overlord before we are left behind. I threw up my hands. I am not an Overlord. Silence. Then Zeltrana, ever the opportunist, calmly stepped forward. My master is wise. He rejects such titles, for true power needs no acknowledgement. I turned to her in horror. Asterisk asterisk stop helping, asterisk asterisk. The Supreme Arbiter studied me. Human. If you do not seek rulership, then what do you propose? I exhaled slowly. This was it. My one chance to stop this madness. I met the Arbiter's gaze. Look, you all think humans have some secret to dominance, right? Some master plan? Well, here it is. We make things up as we go. We improvise. We screw up. We adapt. There's no grand strategy, no secret method. We just roll with whatever insanity life throws at us. That's it. That's the big reveal. Silence. Then murmurs. The reptilian delegate narrowed his eyes. So you admit, you are unpredictable. The avian noble whispered. Dangerously adaptable. The insecta general clutched his pillow. Terrifying. I face-bombed. The Supreme Arbiter finally spoke. Very well. The Council shall recognize humanity as a galactic anomaly. Your kind shall not be ruled, nor shall you rule. You will exist as you always have, an unresolved variable. I blinked. Wait. That's it? No war? No forced leadership? The Arbiter nodded. We shall simply watch. I wasn't sure if that was better or worse. By the time we left, my nerves were completely shot. I collapsed onto my bed, exhausted. Zeltrana stood beside me, composed as ever. Master, you have achieved something remarkable today. I groaned. Yeah. I somehow convinced the most powerful beings in the galaxy to just let humans do whatever. She nodded. And now, the galaxy waits. Watching. Anticipating. I shot up. Oh no. What do they think we'll do next? Zeltrana gave me a knowing smile. I flopped back onto the bed. I was so screwed.